Hi there, and welcome to Into the New video dialogues, or whatever we call them. I'm Nicholas.
I'm Karin.
I'm Jessica.
And today we will hold a dialogue on change versus transformation from our hearts. So what's that all about?
Yeah, what is it all about? Change versus transformation. So change, I think, is something that is something that is easier, more achievable. Transformation is something that is deeper, which also makes it a bit more permanent, lasting, because it comes from a deeper place.
Yeah, what comes to mind for me is like the analogy of I can go to leadership training and learn the process of holding a conversation with my employees. Or I can discover what's truly important for me in holding a dialogue. And that change will emerge from me instead of learning something from the outside.
And then if you learn from the leadership training the dialogue skills, then you will have to remember to do that every time you go into a more important dialogue with a coworker or a colleague. But if you transform from the core, then it's just who you are and how you naturally will hold that dialogue out of yourself.
Yeah, so transformational personal change affects your behaviors, your emotions, and the way you act. So it sort of changes your being, so your doing becomes different. And I come to think of a quote that I once heard where it was said that change is something that can happen without transformation, but transformation cannot happen without change. So that sort of points to how is transformational change done. We have to put ourselves in new experiences to get newness or new insights about ourselves and the world and others, for us to experience something new. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about the core, like experience something new that might be, more true, or a newness to it that we choose then to live by or understand is better for us. That's why transformational change requires a deep self process. And it's not just something that we cognitively learn to do, because we involve our whole being, our hearts, our souls, our body, and then experience it. And through that, we grow.
Yeah. I come to think about the dialogue we had with Bill Torbert last week. We can learn to act in a more later stage way, but really it's an inner journey that needs to take place for that learning to have any effect at all. If we don't transform from the inside, it will be superficial.
Yeah, and it's like change happens from the outside and in. I think transformation is about, the change happening from the inside, and then it comes out.
Exactly, like you said earlier, Jessica, your being change, and then your doing changes as well. More or less automatically. And I also love that framing of it as an internal journey, because it's discovery also, I think, of yourself.
I think it's also important. And sorry.
Yeah, the discovery of yourself. I just rephrased.
I think it's also important to say that transformational change is about the now, like being in the present, experience what is true now, and with that realization and awareness and acceptance, how do I want to create my future? Often when we think about change, we look at history and we see, okay, this is what we learn from history is the way of doing it, how to and we sort of do that to know how we should predict and get the future that we want. And then we're sort of using the same abilities and skills as we learned before, but those might not be the ones that are necessary in the new vision of our lives that we want to have. So it's not, change is more dwelling on the past, learning from the past, and transformational change is about greater awareness and presence to the now, so we can birth the new, if you will.
So if we would like to share a few tips for you that listens, that would be one. Try to be attentive to the present moment and be attentive to who do I become right now and now and now, given my current experience.
Yes.
Anything else?
Yeah, that, and also I think it's so important about visioning and allowing ourselves to dream.
Yeah.
What could it be? If I dare to dream my biggest dream, how do I want to feel? How do I want to be? What do I want to do? Because our cognitive brain can't really separate if we've experienced it or if we've only thought about it or dreamt it. So if we don't dream about it or don't think about it, it won't happen in reality either. Because everything that we do in life, first we think it, then we do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a beautiful invitation to our viewers. Like, attend to your now and dream about the future.
Yes, and to listen to that longing that lingers inside of you, maybe in your heart, your soul, from the present moment. What are you longing for? Dream about that. Create the vision.
Yeah.
Embark on that journey.
Oh, that's a beautiful ending, isn't it? There's so much more to say, but
Yeah. Well, let's settle for now.
yeah, that's that for now.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.